blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So he stopped for no gain, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 4. 3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Watch the backer. Slam.
11, Thomas. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
11. Check back 33.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the...
There he goes right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Moss again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Burrow on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Check 3. 12. Gotta go.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Check the backer.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rashad Penny
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Here's Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Watson now to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Hopkins' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11,
And Burrow going to change the play.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Switch gears. Show it A. Show it A.
Twelve.
Now they'll audible to something else.
11 MT.
15, Mike.
On third down, Burrow. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
11, 11, 11.
We're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Defense, wins.
11, 11.
Watch 15.
Play action. It's Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Check 33.
11, 11, 11.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And Chase will go in motion left.
Mike's 15.
11 Thomas.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
15's the Mike.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw on second is Watson. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 26 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. On the 10. Here we go.
Now Burrow changing the look. They'll run here with Moss. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Moss, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They run with Hines.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey,
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
12.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check. Lucky.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Check Mike 11,
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They can't hang with us.
11 MT.
Kill.
And Chase will go in motion left. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big.